Hey Jared, what's your favorite part about that song?
I think
That's what I was thinking. What's up?
I think it's far as
Is it? They finally gave you a mic you can't break. Wait a second. Hold on.
No kicking.
Hey, Jared, come here. If you hold this for a second. What happens is, there's something behind your ear. Yeah, learn that from my buddy John Dornbus.
Wait. Is there something behind? Is there something
Get
behind
off my knee.
Is there something behind?
There's a hole in my knee.
Oh, where did that fall from?
Is it your phone?
Hi guys. Okay, Tom.
Hey, can I make a request? Anytime you feel like dropping them. How does it go backwards? I don't understand that. It's
The leg
like
goes
you're the worst.
The leg. It goes
You're the
high.
worst European football player I've ever. Ready?
Yeah.
Can you just give me one? Give me one.
It's not just the fans.
It is the fans, not you guys.
Interference. Hi.
Hey Jared,
Hey Jensen.
do you have a joke about alligators?
As a matter of fact, what do you call a crocodile in a vest?
What?
An investigator. What's the difference between marmalade and...
Welcome to the dad joke segment of the day. It's gonna be a punny night.
Team naked.
Hang on.
We were at dinner with Genevieve and Danielle. One time we were at dinner, and it's me, Ackles, Danielle, and Jen. And Ackles is like, "Oh, dude, you got some fuzz." And so as he reached for the fuzz, I went like this. And Danielle goes,
Both of our wives were like, what is wrong with you guys? That's actually a really cool question. I'll speak to this season, particularly. I think when I read regarding Dean, the title kind of spoke for itself. So I was like, oh, great. This is going to be a heavy Dean episode, which means 0 time off for me, and Jared gets to go home and spend time with his family for 8 days. No, but what that script, and it was one of my favorite episodes of the season, one of my favorite episodes of the series, because it did one thing that that not every episode does for me as a performer, is that it gave me range of play, and it allowed me to kind of just go from dramatic, emotional to funny, ridiculous. And if I can live in that spectrum, in the entire spectrum in one episode, I'm loving that. That's a lot of fun for me. And that was a fun episode for me.
Yeah. And he was great. I think for me, I go back. There have been many recent ones where I feel like I really had a chance, but I think as far as like from the start, I feel like Heart.
I was going to say Heart actually, but there's too many.
Don't placate me. Heart was really difficult. I know you did last summer.
What was that, like season 3?
2.
2? So 10 years ago, you did something that you were proud of?
Did you not?
No, man. I get better with age.
Don't clap for that. Don't clap for that. Heart, I know you did last summer. Sacrifice. What? Red meat.
That was what you did last
Yeah. Red meat and swap meat.
I will say one thing about this one, and I've said this before. The episode, which is one of my favorite episodes of the whole series, The End. So I knew it was going to be a heavy episode for me, and it was one of the heaviest I've ever done. I had to play 2 different versions of Dean. I had to play them together, opposite each other, and I was like, all right, this is going to be something I can hang my hat on. Like I have to really work hard for this and make this episode as best as I can. And I did a lot of homework, and I did a lot of prep, and it was hard. It was very difficult, that whole process of making that episode. And then asshole here shows up like day 8 in his white suit as Lucifer and like nails it, like out of the park, nails it. And I'm like, well, there goes that episode. That just became Jared's best episode. I'll also say that's the only compliment I've given him in 12 years. So.
True, very true.
I don't know. I apologize. It's, like I said, it was 10 years ago when he did something great.
What up, girl?
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Okay, so I really enjoyed the season finale, and Lynn and I were wondering if the...
Don't ruin it for us. We haven't seen it, so...
Do you also enjoy dealing with us backstage?
Yes.
Every 2 weeks out of the year?
Yes.
Not to out you or anything.
We're trying not to sell her out.
Nothing. Never mind.
Nothing.
What's your question?
Nothing. Nice to meet you.
So we were wondering if the goggles bit was an improvisation or if that was scripted.
In 22?
Yeah.
So, yes, it was not scripted. And they asked Jared and I
to break through a wall.
Well, it was real concrete. So what you saw was actually, I think it was 18-inch thick concrete. And they were like, we should probably have these guys test the concrete, because everybody was worried that we were gonna like hit it and the things were gonna bounce back at it. Like, oh, it's gonna like, bing!
It's gonna hurt your wrists.
Which concrete doesn't give like wood or
Woodwood.
Let's say woodwood. Or sheetrock or many other materials. So
Like Woodwood
Cinnamon.
or Can or cement,
Or Toot Toot, or whatever.
Toot, or Poop Poop, or Pee Pee.
Hey, don't mess with that Toot Toot. Does anybody know that song? Please. Don't mess with my Toot Toot.
Stop.
Don't mess with my Toot Toot.
Stop.
You can have the yellow.
Stop.
But don't mess with my Toot Toot. Hey, pasa! So, if you don't know that song, it's an awesome New Orleans song. So they had us test hitting the concrete, and there was so much debris that flew back at us.
Because when you ask two Texans
To like, hey, hit this as hard as you can.
It's gonna hurt.
Challenge accepted.
We're like, all right, give me some eyewear to make sure that the sparks don't come back in my face. And we were.
No, we didn't ask for eyewear first. We were just like,
That's right.
yeah, sure, here, give me the pickaxe. Bang! Oh, well, now I've got
Then they walk in.
Now I've got concrete in my eyes.
Then the stunt coordinator walks in and is like, okay.
He's like, these guys get eyewear. Period. Sorry, we're not doing the scene if they don't. We're gonna put in stunt doubles if they don't get eyewear.
It became literally a safety issue.
And so,
Like we were beating the shit out of it.
so Robin.
So we're just going and
Robin was like, okay, well, I can't just give her like, yeah, Robin Props was like, oh, I can't just give them safety goggles like they would, like we got to go old school. We got to get some like men of letters goggles that they would find in the bunker. So she went deep into the props lockup and found these like old cool leather goggles. Mine actually were real glass wrapped with leather. They were like from the like 20s or something. And so I picked those, and he picked another pair. And if you'll notice, even with the goggles on, you'll notice in the scene, I'll hit and I'll kind of turn away. I was getting showered, and his hits were ricocheting
I was going
into
at
me.
it.
I got cut up. Like the rock was actually like cutting my face.
I knew
Which
this.
I was like,
I knew
this
this.
is sweet.
I was going at it.
Oh yeah, no,
I was like-
the crew was like, you guys can't get through this, and he and I looked at each other, and were like,
Let's do it.
let's do it. And you don't challenge us with like physical feats. So we really hit that concrete really hard, and if you notice, there's sparks, and there's probably they cut away from it because they couldn't remember because the show was long, so they didn't. We went for a long time, like we were boom, but probably a good 60 seconds. No, that's a long time for like trading hits on a concrete wall, and it was cool. We were proud of how we actually broke through. We did. We broke through. And the set design and the art department and everybody were like, how did you guys just break through 18 inches of concrete in 60 seconds? Like, because we're awesome. That's what.
I believe we said because we're not the Lose Chesters. Dude, take it easy. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you in Phoenix. Hi.
Backstage.
Hi guys. So what is it like to have each other like best friends?
It's terrible. It's like a friendship prison for 12 years.
You know what's fun? Somebody told me one time that that their definition of friendship was when you could be around somebody and be silent. And so he and I fly a lot together from Vancouver to Austin, where our families are, where we film. And a lot of times we'll be around each other for 3, 4, 5 hours with not a word said. And it's not weird. So I feel like that was one of the coolest things for me, is that there's no need to fill any void. It's like, I got him, he's tired. He's got me, I'm tired. Like, we're all like reading our scripts or watching a movie or whatever. So one of the neat things is to experience this cool life with somebody who you don't have to talk to. It sounds weird. It sounds weird, but I mean it. Like I wish for everybody that they could be friends with somebody that they don't have to talk to. I mean it. I mean it.
Yeah, when there's a shorthand of communication that exists between two people, it really makes the relationship easy and comfortable. He and I have quite a shorthand.
We'll have guest stars come, and Ackles will be like, "Hey, dude, candy," and I'll catch it. It's like that kind of shit. Like, you just grab something, throw it. I'm like, "Oh, Ackles is
I'm really
talking."
glad I caught that.
You would have ruined everything. All of it gone. It's pretty neat.
But like I knew he was going to throw that. I'm like, oh, here we go, and there it is. And there's a shorthand between he and I that just, we don't have to look at each other, we don't have to say anything. We can, it's a real friendship, and it's a real connection with another human being that is rare, and it's cool and great, and I'm glad that he's in my life. Not anymore.
I was wondering what was going through Sam and Dean's mind when
Sam and Dean?
Shorthand.
when Sam was pulling them back out of the portal and leaving Cass behind, and then even though he came back, he ended up being stabbed anyway. So what was going through their minds?
Well, I can tell you what was going through my mind was that it was 5 a.m. and I was tired and I just wanted to go home, and Misha was really, really making a meal out of it, and I was like, God, just die. So we can go home and be done with this. Put it to bed, for crying out loud. No, that was in all seriousness. That was a very difficult. I felt like it was very hard because the time that we had to react to what happened was so small, and there wasn't really enough time for the brothers to process what had just happened. So I think that you'll probably get more of that reaction in season 13.
Or not.
Thank you.
I think, to expound for a little bit, I feel like that it was a really difficult sequence to shoot because it was sort of discombobulated. We were going between like our natural world and our
Supernatural world?
So it was strange to shoot, but it's one of those, I mentioned in my meet and greet, it's one of those really interesting situations. Life doesn't always happen like you want it to, like you expect it to. You know, if you have parents who have passed or friends, it's not always like, oh, hey, we find out they're dying and then they die. Sometimes it's abrupt. Sometimes it kind of catches you off guard. And so, oh God. Sometimes he grabs apple juice. So I sort of enjoyed the abrupt kind of abrasive nature of Kat. Who hasn't seen the finale? put your hands in your ears and hum.
Spoiler alert.
So when
Spoiler alert,
when
Dean cries.
when we're having a cast on the gas, I sort of was like, okay, that's cool because it's not how anybody expected it to happen. So it was difficult, but life can be difficult. Right? So,
I'm really interested to see what happens in the first script of the next season.
You too?
Yeah, I think we all are. Fergus.
Fergus.
Hey Jared, give me your best Irish accent.
Is anybody in here from Ireland? I'm so sorry. Zoom out.
I didn't ask you to stand up and give us a performance. This is the only Irish he knows.
Zoom out. It's a full body thing.
Wait. I need to see that.
They're frosted Lucky Charms. They're delicious.
He can't say that without moving his knees. And I don't understand. What is that? Oh, spin the wheel. Don't take it off! Hey, Jared. I don't want to play this anymore. This apple juice is going to my head. Did we answer your question?
I didn't ask one. I don't know if I
Well,
Please ask a question.
So last season, Dean was washing the baby in the cutoff shorts.
Yep.
Is it actually apple juice now?
You disappoint. Yes, Dean was.
Would you rather wear those for an entire episode or the gym shorts?
would you rather burp or would you rather fart every time you said the word the?
By the way, that poor kid
You pegged the shit out of
did not know that was happening that day.
it. Would you?
I literally was like, hey dude, come here. Can I peg you with one of these balls? And he goes, what? He's like, I want to throw one of these dodgeballs at you
He's like,
as hard
"Sir,
as I
I'm scared."
can. And he goes, do I have to? And I'm like,
Shut up, kid.
shut up. Enjoy this.
Just
He did not know, that was not in the script.
Would you rather audibly fart every time you said the word the, or have to pay $10 for every time you?
it's a card game.
Here we go. Would you rather audibly fart every time you said the word the, or have to pay $10 every time you said the word and? Answer.
You want me to answer?
Yes.
Art.
Yes. So what was your question?
Dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I'm so sorry for all of
I would much rather.
You said for all of the. So
It's not done.
that was a the.
Hey Jared. I would rather wear the gym shorts.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
I don't know why. It's ridiculous. Hi.
Glad to see you. And just let you remember, today we get La La Land inspired photo. So
I do.
I love dancing, and I really, really, really love your dance. So maybe you can teach us some dance right now.
Hey Jared. What? Come here and sing something for me. You spun singer dance. I know you can't dance. No. You spun the wheel, brother. She was asking for some singing and dancing. And, oh, look at this.
How do I imitate Senor Jensen? Hey Jared, come dance. Imitate someone else. There's smoke.
Have you been here?
I'm gonna make, you keep playing, I'm gonna make a sentence. Guys, I think that's it for us today.
Hey Jared,
Yeah.
We could stand up here all day and make morons of ourselves, because that's what we do, and that's what we bank on and make a living for, and I don't know why you guys show up and witness this, but this is a pleasure in our lives, and we thank you so much for being here. We hope to see each and every one of you tomorrow. And maybe, just maybe, this will turn into something a little bit more. We love you all. Have a good night.